Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back with more Factorio. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. Last time, or last two episodes I guess I should say, we were working on a design of a factory. This factory, in fact, to make uh, all the items needed for a solar panel blueprint, which is this blueprint, which we can't really see. Let me go into editor mode, and now we can see it. There's actually two of them right here next to each other. It's this, and here's the factory we designed, now with the finishing touches, such as the rail connections on, and roboports and radars. There is a few slight changes that you may notice, one being here. I put in these lines, these belts. I didn't quite have them hooked up at the end, but we knew the smelting area was up here. We needed to run the lines down here. Once everything was hooked up and did a little testing, and it was running right about where I wanted it, but I noticed, in particular, the last set of solar panel production here wasn't quite up to speed. We weren't getting enough green circuits here, partially because green circuits are being used to make some red circuits that need to be made for the substations and roboports. So what I did was I added one extra half green circuit production. Green circuit production here makes almost a full blue belt with two wire and two green circuit assemblers. So I put in a half one here, and that kind of runs all the way down and fills in any gaps in at least one half of the belt here. And that made this run at full speed. Together with some other minor changes, well, I can just show you here. So like the accumulators are running about 10 more than they need to per minute. And we got the solar panels running about 20 more than we need to per minute. But with those changes, well, especially the solar panel ones, the solar panels were now using more steel. So we weren't getting enough steel down here for either the substation or the roboports. So, alright, we add a little bit more steel on here. I have this taking any excess, like you can see when this backs up and stops a little, the excess, well, it still comes in at full speed, the excess goes this way, and that's what we smelt for a little extra steel. And as you can see now, we are plenty of steel here, so that's all good. We got all the trains in. We got roboports in. There is one. Oh, there it is. Roboport in the middle of our iron plate smelting. But that's okay. You can see actually these are kind of backed up because we're not using actually all the iron plate that we're making. But that's needed. Otherwise, there'd be a little empty area here where the bots would not be able to automatically build. But with this, it gives us full coverage. And then there's a few radars also available so that you can see the whole thing has radar coverage. Here, this is just pretend mines. They're infinite chests, but this simulates the mines that these trains would go out to. I did take a blueprint of this, but that was before some of my tweaks and changes. Also, kind of here for the extra circuit, I'm doing the same thing here. We're stealing some excess plate and excess copper to run these, basically. So that's how all of that works. You know, we did have, you know, some rough estimates, you know, needing like 3.6 belts of copper, for example. I don't remember actually what the numbers were. We're making 4, so we do have a little excess, you know, for these circuits. Obviously, we didn't have any excess steel. That was like right at the edge of, you know, hey, we need 1 belt of steel. So when we kind of beefed up the production slightly with the extra circuits, well, now we needed some extra steel. So that's that. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible either. Originally, like I had the rail lined up kind of like right at the edge, and that's why it hangs over this side a bit, because we need parking for enough trains. There should be 4 trains of iron, 4 of copper, 4 of coal, 5 of water, just because we use a lot of water. Just want to make sure there's enough. And then there is 1 train for oil, but that is just needed for startup. Here is the kind of startup oil. It's a little back further. It's obviously, well, it's not productivity because really it shouldn't be being used. So productivity here isn't necessary. It is getting some speed beacons, but there's no speed beacons that serve just it. And had to tweak all the pipes to get it in there. This one especially kind of like loops all around weirdly, just so that this corner and this corner doesn't line up and connect, because that would be a problem. And I kind of switched where this tank was. It was originally like pumping directly from this pump, but I kind of needed to fit in, well, I was trying to fit in this roboport to close that hole up as much as possible, get it as far in as possible, but actually I probably could remove that one now, but I mean, it's there. It's not that big of a deal. So, let's take a blueprint of this. Here's a unloading station, but it's nothing special, just some filter inserters and some passive chests sized appropriately. Obviously the solar panels have the most. Accumulators are just a little less than that, and then only 1 spot each for roboports and the substations. And this should theoretically connect to the rail line, power line, and theoretically also the power line of the blueprint. So both connecting, getting power to run this stuff, but also bridging the blueprint to the rest of the power network. So, I have, like I said, I have a blueprint, but that was before some of the tweaks. We need another blueprint, and unfortunately, they announced a whole bunch of nice blueprint library changes, but that version isn't out yet. It may actually be out by the time you're watching this, but it isn't out yet for me recording it. Oh, and I want to, down here, I am also simulating the fuel train, so I want to make sure I don't get that. That should be good. Oh, you know what? No, that's not good. I want to stop all the trains so that they're all waiting here and not like loading up, and that includes this train. I'm gonna actually flip these around, and I'm gonna say circuit condition. And that way, theoretically, the train will, assuming, it's parked there, you tell it to go, it will go pick up oil. You'll have to put your own oil in. but then come back and wait and never leave again. I'm going to remove this empty cargo. Basically, I made it full end empty, which is impossible, and that's why it's just raiding here. But really it should be like that. And now this train should like wait here indefinitely. When you build it with a blueprint, it'll be in manual mode. When it goes into automatic mode, it should leave, and then but only come back once. So this is now running. Obviously, I mean it's helping out a little. We're actually getting a little low on petroleum gas, so this would help with that if you need it. But let's blueprint that now. Blueprint this. Alright. I want to make this like solar accumulator factory. So call it solar factory. I want the train stop names. I want the trains as well. Just make sure nothing strange is in here. It looks good to me. I did have a one loader and one infinite chest earlier, the first time I tried to blueprint it. That was removed though, so I think we're good here. Create blueprint. Stick it down. It's this one with the assembler first. Oh, I hope I got that train in there, because apparently I didn't stop it. That's the important train. Basically, it waits for one whole blueprint's worth of items, and then we'll go, and it will either come back in activity or if it's empty. Let's also blueprint here. This is the solar station. Something like that. We want this train stop name because the train's already set to come to it. And we'll go in here to our blueprint library. And where is our current book? That's just our nuclear, and that's kind of 017, 016 stuff. Here's Megabase. We apparently have two of them. Let's get a new... And where did our station go? Here it is. And I wonder if... Okay, here we go. No, I can't just put you right in there? Okay. I think you can do that with the new blueprint book. And, alright, so there's Megabase blueprints. Call it V3. No, not you. Not that either. Okay, here it is. I don't want to export this. How do I get it? Okay. It's in game blueprints now. Okay, I think that worked. I think I had to find a empty space, which meant the bottom. Alright, I'm gonna now switch over to my actual save, and we'll work from there. Okay, we're back here in our save, and in fact, we're at the science factory that we set up last time. It finished up the few last beacons. In fact, I've been playing here probably over an hour at least. We've finished the mining productivity 16 and even did 17 as well. This was running pretty good. Actually, let's, if we, where, yeah, it's, where is our science? Well, obviously, yeah, it's been more than 10 minutes. Here we go. You can see our rate was, yeah, just about 500 a minute there. Obviously, space science is going to be all jumpy, but yeah. I did make one small change. What I was noticing is the iron from here. We only had 4 trains, and they're all going to, well, the one iron outpost here. Iron 1. But, yeah, that wasn't really keeping up. So, like, there was no trains waiting here. It was always, like, coming in, unloading, and then leaving immediately. So I added a new outpost right here. Iron Outpost 3. That's 2. Where's 3? 3, over here. And added 2 more trains. Moved one of the trains over to 3. And obviously the 2 new trains were on 3. So half the trains are now going to 1. Half are going to 3. So hopefully that should be able to keep up now. Iron 1, which is over here, I noticed wasn't quite keeping up loading fast enough. Some of the trains, or some of these boxes were emptying out, which is causing the train to take longer to load. So with now less trains going here, that should not be an issue anymore. I also obviously put in a new outpost here. So we have a iron outpost. We have coal. This isn't really an outpost. It's right next to the wall. I didn't think it needed to be defended, especially because this area this way was all cleared out. Connected the rail this way, so now there's 2 ways to go. And I also built another copper over here. This wasn't being used and is decently sized. So we're going to be using this iron, this coal, and this copper for solar. You can see 2 of them are named solar. I left this named Outpost just because it is an outpost. So let's go set up that factory that we just designed. We tried putting the one science factory here. Last real episode. Obviously, didn't fit. Actually, it's probably 2 episodes ago. Whatever. But I think this solar factory will fit. So I'm just gonna go over there in my train. We'll just park here. And yeah, we'll try to build the factory there. Let's stop the blinky research. Stick the train on manual. That's probably nothing to worry about. Yeah, one little wall got damaged. The boss will be out to repair that real soon. Let's get the blueprint, which I should Megabase V3. Let's find the blueprint. Solar factory. Pretty big, and you can actually hear how much slower I walked while that was out. It's not TR. Gonna move it something like this. I'm gonna turn off my bots. Put it down. And make sure everything fits. Where are you? Oh. Well, now you're repairing stuff, I think. Ooh. Alright, we're really close. But we need to move about that far. So let's get that blueprint ready. I'm gonna hope that's enough. I'm gonna hit Control Z. I'm now gonna Shift click, and hopefully that clears everything now. Alright, that's good there, and then we get a little narrower, so that shouldn't be an issue, and we're short enough so that, yeah, nowhere close to that. Ooh, that's not ideal, but we can fix this up. We'll instead come up here, something like that. That's the entrance to this. So what we need really is an exit. Let's cuts the power there, but it's back now. Let's turn those robots off again. Just put that there. Signal. Let's come down. Now we need an entrance. It's entrance to the train network. That'll fit. That should be good. And the only thing we really need now is the build station. And probably not you. Probably the best place to put it is right here. Not build outpost. You know what? I probably actually don't have a blueprint for this. Yeah, let's make factory, but we have the blueprint right here. So we'll just copy that. And yeah, that should be good. The only thing I'll need to do is put one power pole here so we get power, and these should link up. So let's turn on our roboport so this gets built. Yep, that's good enough. We should have trains coming. That's fantastic. And you know, I will add 50. 100 bots? Where did they go? Oh, you picked up some stuff, which reminds me I need to put down one storage chest so that the cleared out rocks and other things can be stored somewhere. Oh, am I short on chests? Apparently I am. Let's get you over here for the time being. And I can bring, or grab, I should say, more items from you. Where'd you go? Did you get lost? Okay, here you come. Ooh. Okay, here comes that train again. It's got to turn around. Fortunately, it's not really a good place for it to do that. Iron's coming back. There you go, we've got some bots going over and repairing these laser turrets. These were, I mean, these were just the MVPs over here. I mean, that one's only has 110 kills. The ones over here, 500, 600. Alright, this is going to take a bit of time. So while this is building, let's do a little bit more expansion. I want to start building out this way, and hopefully we'll find some even bigger iron or copper outposts. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't see on the real map. I was trying to hold shift or control to set a waypoint, but that doesn't work if you're not actually doing it from the train's map. And actually, while we're waiting here, let's that's gonna be a big one. Maybe we'll get mining productivity up to 20 first. 19, 20. I think we can go out to about here and then put another outpost down. So let's do that. Let's turn you to manual so you don't run away as soon as I make a roundabout. Maybe one more. How big is... $15 is not big at all. That's a little worrying, though. Want to be able to build it without being attacked immediately. it back a little further. Something like that. Again, turn off the roboport. I should have enough of everything, hopefully. Let's put down... Okay, no, we got some of those. Okay. Hopefully, that's good. Why are you disabled, wall supply? Okay, now you're enabled. It just didn't have power up to this section. So if we... check, it should be on its way. There's going past the solar factory we're building. Through the first wall defense. Through the second one. And... oh! I wonder if we'll turn around there and get past our train. I mean, either will, or it'll either stop right here. No, it made it past. Look at that. Why aren't you, am I out of... CQ1 manual. I'm out of roboports. Let's, have you drive to there. Which is right here. Just put you on manual and hope you have some roboports. Ooh, what happened here? Well, that's not good. While this builds, and hopefully doesn't detract the attention of the locals, we need to fix that train deadlock, which was basically here. Three trains are out of fuel now. Why? I mean, we should be making plenty of fuel here. The fuel train goes where it's requested. I have to check where these trains are dropping off their stuff, because that's where they should be picking up fuel. Science Copper 2, which should be here. Why don't you have... Oh, well, that's a problem. Where am I compared to that? Here's the train. Let us get in this train. He's not going fast, but that's fine. Alright, we should be within roboport range here. And he should have fuel now. Great. Let me get out. There was one more train. And he's back there. Okay. Somehow, well, one, I never put any logistics robots, and then I somehow did not notice that there was no fuel being put in the stations here. I guess... Oh, that is a lot of materials being dumped off. Okay, I need to get my train, which probably went back here and refilled. And let's have that train pick me up down here. And then I'll have to rescue one more train. Over here. Which I'm not gonna be able to get... Well, maybe I will be able to get close to. That was the fuel train just obviously having to drop off more fuel now that we're actually using it. Let us come over here, and if I tell you to go to, like, this side, you should be able to get me close. I hope this isn't the... Okay, good. It's not where we're building. It's not yet. Alright, we're coming through from the other side. Alright, let's tell our train to stop. And, well, I don't need to get in that train. What I will do is give him 25 coal. That should be enough to get back. And let us head over here. Okay, that should be solved. Any other train should have gotten more fuel. Or we'll notice in the next 5 minutes because we'll see another out of fuel warning. Let's stop this train. Basically, it looks like we're just waiting on charging at this point. Are you all out of roboports, or what is your deal? It says we have 18 roboports. Why aren't we... Somebody should be placing that roboport. Oh, alright, there we go. I guess it's just we have so many build jobs, it took a while to find them. You know, we're not just building this, but we're building this. Which... I'll say it's progressing. Probably should help take out those walls. Let's, oh. Alright, let's head over there. Where was that? No, I'm way too far over. Well, let's just say to go there. Wonder if that was the same train I already put the coal in or not. I did not take note of the name of the train, so I can't be sure. Also, yeah, this is one of the bad intersections. I didn't realize when I just grabbed this, but the intersections like this, that's it's all one block there, and he's entered it, so he's blocking everybody. The other ones that I have now been using that look like this, you can see there's enough spot for signals, so a train here won't block like that path. It's just so nice that that's symmetrical. If only there was a little more room. It could be done by moving this to be, I guess, closer here. Maybe these come straighter a little way and you got room for the signals on the straights. Anyway, that's not helping to get this train back. I mean, you can see how much this is holding up throughput, because only one train can pass at a time. But yeah, generally that's not an issue. Let's head over here. Let's That's the one thing I forgot is the extra stuff train. I need to basically make a new station with all of this incorporated. Can I make this work? No, not really. Okay, that should bring, well, a lot of not needed stuff, but the trains, oil, some signals that might be missing, and pipes and pumps. One thing it does not bring is radars. Let's see if we can make make some room here. Alright, any other cliffs that we need to get rid of? Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, hopefully this will finish up in like the next 5 minutes or so. Because I really wanted to, you know, maybe place a blueprint for the solar panels down. You know, that's something I don't think I actually put in my blueprint library, was the solar panel blueprint. My plan was to, like, fill in, like, this area with solar. I mean, I try to leave this open, but all the rest of this, like, it's 19 million. Not, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. We have some, like, 30, almost 40 million here. Oh, that's 26, not much better. That's 36 there. That's what I'm talking about, and hopefully we'll find more like that out this way. How are you doing here? You're not really close to done, but let's check in on you anyway. And we can set up those cannon train stations, I should say. Guessing I need to add some signals there, because I think it was just a bunch of chain ones, but I don't. I can put a normal one in there because the trains I run aren't that long, just 1/4s. In the past I've run longer, but I really haven't seen a need so far. Why are we not built? Oh, you know what the problem may be? Because I stopped this train. Let's put you on automatic. And you probably need more materials of some sort. Ooh, that's some nice oil if I need it. Alright, hopefully, well, hopefully this will be finished soon. I don't really think I should be setting up the cannon trains until we have an actual defensive perimeter set up. So in the meantime, I'm going to set up the solar builder And hopefully while that goes, I can grab a copy of the blueprint. Solar. There's the solar station. We'll just have to switch things around a little. That looks pretty good. Stick a signal there, and a signal there. Let's turn on our roboport. Let's hit Alt, because unbeknownst to you, I Alt-tabbed and grab a copy of the blueprint. Hopefully unbeknownst to you. Alright, let's just make sure. That looks pretty good. All our wires connect. And, you know what, turn you off. The one thing I didn't include in this blueprint, right there, one storage chest. You know, I'm gonna put 4, because in theory we're gonna be building a lot of these. The other thing I did not include, which I'm now seeing may be a bit of a mistake, cliff explosives. Alright, let's head back to the factory. Look at that, we got a fuel train dropping off some fuel. We can park there without causing any troubles. That's kind of a... I need to bypass this path. Bypass the trains waiting in the stacker. Yeah, we're fine here. We're in our own little siding. Fuel train can come here. The actual blueprint supply train is here. Why aren't you... Oh, look at that. Disconnect you. I copied it from a disabled station, but here it comes. It's actually not critical for the build. it's going to supply our oil stuff and maybe some things for some of the stations here, and I guess the trains as well. The trains will take 1 or 2 drop-offs, because not sure actually if it holds like 10 or 15 trains, but it's actually going through this station just to basically do a short turnaround. So we now should have some of these items being picked up here. There we go, look at that. Got some trains being built out. And yeah, I realize I'm over time. So yeah, we'll probably call it here, and next time we'll set up the trains, you know, have the factory finished, and start building out some solar panels, as well as then. Oh, this looks like ready, but maybe we got a few signals missing. We'll fix this up, get it clearing out, and continue eastward to try to find bigger and better ore patches. So, I'd like to say thanks for watching, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time with more Factorio Megabase. See you then.